Zach, did you say something?
Okay.
So you hear him through your headphones? Mission open? You hear Zach through your
Yeah, I
headphones?
hear him, yeah.
Okay.
So, how's he gonna move it? Yeah, he gonna move
Um, you can go.
How to move around it.
unless everyone has fire.
I would keep this view, the speaker view.
Mhm.
Um,
Now, who else is going to put up my screen?
everybody that logs in. And then you can just go over here. Right now he's muted because it says unmute.
Mhm.
But if I unmute him. He keeps on mute. Hey Zach, say something. You hear him? You did not hear him?
No.
Now say something.
Okay. I hear you now.
All
You hear
right?
me? Okay.
So when all these people come up,
Well, we're waiting for more to come into the class.
it says mute, then he's unmuted. You click unmute, the red button should come up. So you click unmute, there's no red button anymore. Okay? I'll be back. I'm gonna be right.
You're the first one. Yeah. That's not always true when you're here, is it? Yeah, you're usually in class. I'm new at this, so you have to bear with me. Think outside the box. Yes. And be prepared to write. Have your notebook with you. You have your notebook with you too? Yeah, okay. Well, then we're gonna, go ahead. I'm not sure yet how we're gonna do homework, quizzes and tests either. We'll get, yeah, okay. All right.
Same problem that you have for health.
Oh, you-
It's the same thing, just goes to another moving part.
Is that the,
Yeah, he's going to get his stuff right now. Nobody's in.
Hold on. I don't know why you can't join that. Okay, but Zach's in, so.
Yep. Yeah, you wanna go, yeah, you wanna go to the gym?
I wonder if you can just join. I know what this thing is.
Get to go to the gym today.
Okay, just, Zach's on, we're working on something, I'm just trying to figure something out
Very useful.
Mr. Kitt's working on.
So we have to do the same thing as last time. That's what we did. But YouTube won't really, YouTube won't. Hang on. I don't think that.
Darcy and Dallas are trying to get in. Some exclusive meeting. Somebody else online.
It's hard to say. So strange.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on, folks.
That's one thing.
When we got on Zoom, we got on the March 30th one.
Yeah.
Not the March 31st.
Okay, I'm gonna end it and then go back.
Mm-hmm. Good Zoom. Zach, you might have to get back in. Just hang there though.
Yeah, this is the one for the 30th. Econ 30th. Okay, is Chloe on the 30th?
Nobody's been in.
Yes.
Right. This is in the false.
That's what they get.
Okay, well, he's getting it too. Is there two different links?
Who's getting that?
on Thinkpad? He's getting the host.
Now who's he? Mr. Hilton?
What's that?
Well, we don't get on that way because he has to go through the host.
Yeah. Yeah,
So he goes through Zoom to get on the meeting.
yeah, he should have been able to get on it though. So
The
that's
same
what,
link?
yeah, that's what's showing for the other one. So, okay, so I don't think he. Okay, sorry, can you sign it again?
Are you just trying to get into that same meeting?
What, you need to sign in so that I can rejoin on the 30th.
This is my account, right?
For some reason, I logged out. We're scared we're safe on that. Okay. So you go to meeting. Okay. This is the one for the 30th. So you know. Hopefully that's the right link that was copied, unless the link is copied on the wrong place.
The Zoom link?
Yeah, it could have been copied on the wrong way. Let's try it. Jeremy's been.
Yeah, we see that. Tell Jeremy I'm waiting.
Okay, you have. One second. I'm gonna have to go on it. Maybe it was the wrong one.
I wonder if we started a meeting with Zach. And Zach logged in.
Oh, see, I've been. You go up to them.
Yeah.
Doesn't say we know each other.
So we're gonna use. Okay.
Chloe, just stay on for a little bit, okay?
I'm here. Here.
Economics.
Yeah, what I'm guessing what happened is that the wrong link was copied on the wrong.
Yeah, I did that. It may have.
And because when I tried entering on the 30th on Thinkwave, it wouldn't work. But I was on the 30th on the other one, so they're not matching up. Let's see if this works. Is this your computer? I'm gonna try deleting that for me. I need to delete this screen class maybe and then change the other one.
You doing this one?
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, I think I already have one. Can you paste the other one? Is it letting me paste the other one?
Where'd you like that in Zoom?
Yeah, I already copied it. Oh, I deleted.
You won't let me get anywhere too.
This.
From last time. Back here.
This is 30th. Alright, Chloe, can you try getting back into it again?
Okay, Chloe, tell everyone else to try to get in.
My back must be so now new members is not here to do it. Today's on the 30th.
We put a new link out there. Go back into Thinkwave, just like you did. Tell him to go back out of Go back into the messages again, refresh it, and then go into the 30th meeting.
Yeah, tell Zach he was on the 31st. He needs to be on the 30th. I miss you.
We have 5 on now. All right. You, Jessica, Sam, and Anaya, and Zach.
I don't have any reason on for tomorrow.
So I'll just finish the meeting.
Yeah, just create a whole.
Start holding it.
Oh, Zach's gone. Zach was in earlier. Now he's out.
Yeah, he was in the. We were in the
We
wrong
threw it
one.
out.
Yeah.
Is this Sam? Oh, is Sam on? You see it? See it? So tell Sam to put his video on. Yes, you can hang up FaceTime.
Okay.
Okay, so you're good.
Hi, how are you? Hey. Jeremy still got his blanket. Jeremy still got his blanket. Just get up. Just reviewing when we get started. Yeah, because the next test is chapters 8 and 9. We're going to review 8 today. You've already had 8. I did not know. You have a nice Easter? We're going to review them. We're going to be on page 141 if you have your books. That would be a good idea. It's somewhat. Oh, Zach's back now. You should be on page 141 in your book. 141. Yeah. Well, you haven't had a class for 2 weeks, and chapter 8 is on the test. What?
If you need a mute, I have to mute them.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think I don't see Sam. Okay. Okay, I want to,
Can you need to mute them?
what?
You want me to mute them?
Yeah. I want to give them instructions for raising hand. Okay, I'm muting you. When you have a question, you can punch in on the computer by pushing the
The chat button.
the chat button. Okay. All right, so we have about 20 minutes, and then we're going to have some study time in this hour. On the definitions, if you've not written these out, you need to do it. I would suggest you do it because some of them I've looked ahead are on the test on page 141 that you will have next week will be a quiz and a test. There'll be any tests this week. We're all breaking into the system. Okay, I'm not now without a class, but I'm without my room. I'm in the science room again. So bear with me. Let's go over the definitions. Investment is the commitment of resources to a project or purpose that is expected to bring future profit to the investor. Now, all these terms are in chapter 8, and that's why we're reviewing. We want you to write it down. Make sure you're familiar with it. Okay. The second one is debtor and creditor. The person who borrows money or capital is called a debtor. The person who lends money or capital is called a creditor. The next one is checking account. It's an account that allows checks to be written up to the amount that the account holds. Then you deposit it. I heard a story of a lady who wrote a check and she said, "What do you mean it bounced? I still have 3 checks left." So she was forgetting that she had that money in her account. So that's what I think you are familiar with the term checking account. A check is an account holder's written order that authorizes the bank to withdraw funds from your account. So when you pay a bill, you write a check. That's your authorization to the bank to withdraw that money to pay that bill. Money market account is an account that also allows limited instructions or limited transactions and pays interest rate that changes with the demand for loans. All right? Money market account. FDIC, if you've been in a bank, you've probably seen that sign or seen it in the window. It is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. It is a government agency that insures private banks up to $250,000. So they'll insure your money that's in there up to $250,000. Premiums are in insurance accounts or insurance payments. Stocks, the resources a corporation gathers by selling ownership in a business. Stocks, the resources that a corporation gathers by selling ownership in the business. Shares are equal portions of corporation stock. If you've been following the stock market lately, you've noticed it's taken a hit. It was at an all-time high. Now it's going down. Although I did understand that the stock market did well last week. I don't know how it's going to do today. But let's pray for our country, pray for our leaders. By the way, there was an assignment given to those of you who want to get extra credit, and especially for, honor society, of writing a project by borrowing that book that's in, I'll make the book available to you. So you still can do that if you want to. But also, I'm thinking of a paper for any of the rest of you to write. I would like for you to think through, I'll give you information later. I would like for you to think through the possibility of writing a paper. I'll give you instructions on how many words and as to what the economy is going, what this virus is going to do to this economy. Right now, everything is at a low. A lot of people have lost their jobs, at least temporarily, and we'll let you know about that paper if we decide that's what we're going to do for the future. Dividends is a share of a corporation's profit. Okay, that's the dividends that are paid when you have stocks in the stock market. You can pay that. If you're familiar with that term, it might be able to test. Bonds, a document that guarantees the bondholder the amount his original investment plus specified rate of interest by a certain date. So you can have bonds. Liquid investments are assets such as stocks, bonds, and mutual funds that can be easily converted into cash or other investments without a time of difficulty. All right, we've had all of this. We've been over chapter 8, but I wanted to spend this time reviewing with you so that you do that before I announce the test. Probably a week from Tuesday. I don't know for sure, but it looks like we're not going to give any quizzes or tests this week. It's going to allow you to get caught up. This is almost like a Christmas date. You've had 2 weeks of no school, so you need to get oriented to school again. All right, notice your next section there is a private, it is identify, and it's on page 141 of the book, and there's some identify there. We've not gone over these. Who can tell me what a sector that does the majority of savings in the market's economy is called? What kind of a sector, you know? All right, it's a private sector. Private sector. Yeah, I did. All right, I don't see any hands. I don't see any indication that you have been closing in. Yeah, I see Anna has closed in. Actually, so has Travis.
I'm trying to raise my hand.
You're raising your hand. All right. What is the answer to that question? The sector that does the majority of saving in a market economy. You know what that's called? What is it called? Private. Okay. Thank you, Chloe. What is the most popular form of transaction account? That's called a checking account. The most popular form of transactions are checking accounts. The type of account in a bank that allows the account holder to hold interest or deposit is called what? Anybody? Call it out. Savings account, all right? This chapter that we were in was the importance of saving, and I don't think too many people do, but it's a good idea to save. This would be an example of why, because a lot of people are temporarily out of their job, so if they don't have any money saved to fall back on, they're in trouble. What is an account called that guarantees certain interest rates and has a specific, excuse me, maturity date? Anyone? What's that? Yeah, I'm coughing. I coughed into my. Yeah, I better stay home tomorrow. Yeah, I'll stay away. Yes, I'm 6 feet from you, I think. I'm not 6 feet from the computer, All right, so what's an account called that guarantees certain interest rate and has a specific maturity date of deposit? Okay. Now I have a certificate of deposit. Yeah, go ahead. What's your quote? We're on page 141, chapter 8 review. All right. The certificate is due now, but I cannot go to Jersey to get it. So if I don't cash it in within 10 days, it'll roll over and then I'll have to sit on it for 6 months. I did call the bank and they said they're gonna, oh, it's already in the bank there. I have to take it out. Are you awake? All right. Number 5. What are 2 types of pension plans? Two types of pension plans. There's a defined pension benefit plan and a defined corporation plan. Number 6, what's the legal entity district from its owners called? Anybody? Just call it out. Okay, it's corporation. Thank you, corporation. And number 7, 3 key elements determine how much a investor grows. The 3 elements that's determined is time, the rate of return, and the amount invested. So if you have a CD that's $1,000, it will have a date of return when you can get that money, and what time is it. All right, so that's a quick review. I hope that you will read over the explanation and concepts to consider. I'm not going to ask you to write them out before I actually finish with chapter 8. Now, some of the next part of this will be review because you've had quiz 10 and 11, with the exception of Sam didn't have quiz 11. And since the third quarter is over, we've waived that. But let me ask you some more questions that require an answer. Who is a person that borrows money or capital? What do we call the person who borrows money or capital? Okay, that's a debtor. That's a debtor. You can write any of these things down that you want to write. What is a person that lends money or capital called? It's called a creditor. Okay. A written order authorizing withdrawal of funds from your account at the bank is called a check. And what type of pension plan requires the employee, employer, or both to contribute regularly to a retirement plan? That's called a defined contribution plan. All right, how about some of these? An account that guarantees certain interest rate and has a specific maturity date, that is called a certificate of deposit. A checking account is an account that allows checks to be written up to the dollar amount deposited in the account. All right, so don't write your check more than what your balance is, what you have in there. Otherwise, that's called a bounce check. All right. The retirement plan funded only by an employer is called a defined benefit plan. A defined benefit plan. We are reviewing a little bit of what we had from the definitions. And you already had this quiz. All right, I won't review quiz 10 too much more. Let's go to what was quiz 11 from pages 136 to 140. 136 to 140. It says What elements determine how much an investment grows? We said that it was time, rate of return, and an amount invested. The shares of a corporation of a profit are called dividends. In 1935, what act did Congress approve, which was supposed to insure people against poverty and old age? It's called Social Security Act. Okay, Social Security Act. I'm on Social Security now. Glad for it being there. But do not ever count on Social Security to be enough to live on. It won't. That's not what it was designed for. Investors to vote. What allows investors to vote concerning corporate matters? That is common stock. Common stock. Investors vote concerning the corporate matters. Investors to receive a fixed amount in cash if the company makes enough money and profit in a year to pay them is called a preferred stock. Also, be familiar with the term mutual fund. It's the resources of all its shareholders and invest the money in various areas, a variety of areas. That's a mutual fund. And then a corporate, or rather a bond is a investor investing an amount of his original investment plus a special rate of interest. And you've already had quiz 11, okay? Well, quiz 12 will probably be next week. And also will be on test 4. So we're still, even though we've had 2 weeks off today, we're not really that far behind because we don't have an Easter break right now. We're just going to have school that week to make up for this week. All right, now you need to have some homework, and you need to write this down, and we will. You'll probably hold it up. We're going to. Your grade, the fourth quarter is going to be most heavily on homework. About 40% of it's going to be on homework. So there's going to be now more homework. You've been doing most of it in class up to now. But please read page 142 to 144. This is going into chapter 9. What money is good for. All right, we'll read 3 pages there. And then the 6 questions on consider 9.1. 9.1, there are 6 questions. And please answer those questions and we'll go over them tomorrow. Okay? So our classes are not going to be long. We will get better oriented and we'll get you all hooked up earlier tomorrow. But you can, you're to use this time now to study for the next 10 minutes or so, next 15 minutes, and read 142 to 144 and answer the 6 questions. It shouldn't take very long. Okay? So you're on your own.
And if they're done, they can leave the meeting.
Okay.
Or if you have questions, they stay.
Okay. You can leave the meeting unless you have questions. If you have questions, you can ask them now. Okay? So you're free to leave. Have a good afternoon, good day, and we'll resume tomorrow. Questions? I don't see any.
All right. Is everyone on?
Okay,